So this is what I mean that we've been walking this thing down since the top, right? If you've been here long enough. But the bear market comes in three sections. Right? There's three cycles to the bear market. You get your mean reversion phase, where price comes down to the 50 on the 2 week. Then you get your consolidation phase, where price consolidates on that 50 and gives you your dead cat bounce. And then you get your capitulation. Right? So if we go back and look at prior bear markets, right, we see our mean reversion phase of the bear market that comes to the 50 EMA. Then you consolidate there and get your dead cat bounce. Right? In this case, this wasn't the first dead cat bounce. The first dead cat bounce we got was back here. Okay. The reason that dead cat bounces are important is because they hold a function in the next bull market. Right. So the first dead cat bounce here in 2018 was right here. When price comes back up to that dead cat bounce during the next bull market, you get what you call the secondary scare. Right. This is when price takes that big retracement. Here it was COVID. So if you just eliminate like this part, right, you were still looking for a secondary scare off of that. So anyways, like I said, mean reversion, and then you go into your accumulation, and then you go into your capitulation. Once that 20 EMA breaks, that 50 EMA on the 2 week, what I keep saying too. Once that 50 EMA on the 2 week breaks, you go into your capitulation. Right? Price gives you that final capitulation during the bear market. If we go to the next one, right, you see it here. Price comes down. You consolidate on that 50. You get your dead cat bounce. And then when price breaks that 50, you get your capitulation down to the bottom of the bear. Right, so if you look at where we're at now, we've gotten the mean reversion down to that 50. We're in our accumulation phase. Right? Our accumulation phase for me, I expect it to last 80 days. That's my target for how long we stay here. That's my target for how long we have to put in that dead cat bounce. Right? My targets for the dead cat bounce are 98 to 108. Right? 98 is the 50 EMA on the weekly. Right? A rejection off of that and a continuation would be our dead cat bounce. That's my bearish case. My base case is 104. 104 is the support resistance from up here. Right? A little bit lower on the wicks. And then my bull case would be 108, which is the actual body resistance. If we can get above that, then in my opinion, we're looking at more than just a dead cat bounce. Until then, the cycle's playing out exactly how it should. We'll have a dead cat bounce. At the end of this, we'll break the 50, we'll capitulate, and we'll come down hopefully into the mid to low 40s. And be able to pick up Bitcoin for the next run. And if you want to see what that looks like cycle-wise and you're in the Discord, you can pick up my 4-year cycle indicator. Put it on the weekly. Right. So your alt take profit signal was here. Your Bitcoin take profit signal was here. We were already crossed into bear market territory. And we're currently here accumulating. Right? If we go to the 2 week, that accumulation. My bullish case is about 64. My bearish case is in the low 40s. Perry. It's still too early. We need to see what the capitulation phase is going to look like before I can like responsibly give a bottom target.